We're in Jodhpur. It's Friday evening. We're on the rooftop of Cozy Guest House. We got here yesterday evening, probably about 4 or 5 o'clock from Udaipur. On the way from Udaipur, we stopped at a little place which is not part of the regular tourist track, but it's something that Kim came across on the internet, a little town called Piplantri, where every time a girl is born they plant 111 trees. And the idea was, well, firstly, it had something to do with the headman of the village losing his daughter, and he wanted to do something to honor her, so he started up this initiative, I suppose. And they are now basically planting trees, making aloe products, general self-help, kumbaya, love thy neighbor, happy stuff. But it was very interesting, very rural people, like no English whatsoever, so like a little bit sort of awkward, but they were very happy to have us there because they don't have many tourists and they're trying to attract tourists. And they gave us some nice aloe products as a gift.
Jodhpur, the Blue City, isn't completely blue. The old city circles the fort and is surrounded by a wall with several gates. This is where you'll find all the blue buildings. The blue buildings hail from an era when the Brahmin caste painted their houses blue so that visitors could find them easily. The unexpected consequence was that the blue color that they used also repelled insects. So soon, everyone in Jodhpur was painting their houses blue. Modern Jodhpur sprawls outside the walls and is largely uninteresting. There are certainly not that many blue houses outside of the walls. The main revenue in Jodhpur comes from a thriving cottage industry which manufacture textiles and bicycles and glass bangles, carpets and marble products. Marble is an ever-present product in Rajasthan. We arrived in Jodhpur late in the afternoon and we were dropped off by our driver at the clock tower. We then had to catch a tuk-tuk into the winding streets of the old city because cars are largely prohibited. Then we had to wend our way through the winding medieval streets to our quaint guest house called Cozy, avoiding all manner of undesirable flotsam underfoot. From the rooftop restaurant at Cozy, we could see the fort, and we chilled up there watching the sun go down, eating wonderful vegetable curries and drinking masala chai. How Indian could you possibly get? Chai merely means tea in India. The spicy version that we call chai is in fact the aforementioned masala chai.
Is the fort, Hilltop Fort in Jodhpur, which we went through today. Really, really, really impressive building, inside and out. It's really, this fort is absolutely huge. And we went through that today. We spent about 3 hours going through the old fort, which is pretty much the main attraction in Jodhpur. And inside, the amount of work that went into it is just incredible. The detail in the architecture and the adornments and so on. It's really, to call it a fort doesn't really do it justice. It's more like a castle. And some of it is very functional and bare and sort of utilitarian, and there are other areas in the fort which were, meant for official visits and so on, more ceremonial chambers, which were very ornately decorated. So it was both a fortification and there sort of palace areas inside it as well. Extremely impressive. Like really, I can't imagine that this fort, as they call it, would have to think itself inferior to any of the biggest castles in Europe. It really is amazing. We had an audio guide which was very good and explained everything to us brilliantly. Yes, and so that's what we did today. really, when you're standing close to the thing and looking up on those walls, it really, really, really is very, very, very formidable. We did today, and after that we went back down, a bit of a walk around the old city, and Kim got a whole bunch of saris and scarves and things at one of Sadar Bazaar. It's one of the main markets here. Yeah, like 500 rupees for a whole bunch of stuff, so yeah, good deal.
Okay.
And tomorrow we are off to Jaipur.